The Okanagan Sun Coaches Show. Ryan Waters and head coach Ben Macauley coming off the overtime thriller against the Rams. Have you been able to calm down after that one?
Yeah, I was, it was an exciting time. It was a lot of fun. I was really happy for the players, really happy the way, it turned out for them, obviously, but also just the fact that they get to experience a game like that, and it, builds a lot of resilience moving forward, and it's something you can remember for a long time and tell your kids about and tell your grandkids about, and the nice thing is everything's on film too, and you can go back and relive it.
Let's look at that overtime session. They have the first possession. The best kicker, arguably the best kicker in the league, botched snap, I guess, an attempt to fake the field goal. Now you have a chance to run the ball a couple of times and set up Keely Hines. Was that the idea, just to run it a little closer and get Keely a good field position?
Yeah, pretty much. We know Keely's got the leg to put it in from far. The further back we get, the less confident we are in accuracy, not just for Keely, but for anyone. And obviously Langley felt the same way about their kicker. And we felt like with a few more yards, we were going to either get 3 points or get a single with him kicking it through. We've got full confidence in Keely. It doesn't matter, what the position is, what the situation in the game. He doesn't really feel that pressure like some people do. So, we were fully confident he could do it.
Did you watch it? Did you watch the whole transition from center to holder to kick?
I did, and I was glad it happened really quickly. There wasn't a lot of pausing at the line, so they snapped the ball really quickly, which was great. I was a little bit unsure of whether it was actually going through the uprights or not from my angle. I thought I had called another couple good or not good during the day, and I was wrong on a couple, so I wasn't sure what they were going to call. But it was a pretty cool feeling watching the guys celebrate after he put it through.
Yeah. Monday night, the team celebrated individual accomplishments with the team awards banquet. Lane Hall being named the MVP. Was that a tough decision?
Yes and no. It was hard because there's lots of guys who could have been in the conversation, but not really hard because he's hands down an MVP. We're so happy to have him back for his final season, and it was in question this year with him weighing out CIS options. So to have him back, he's a locker room leader, a field leader. He never misses a practice or a workout or a meeting. So, those things all add up to him being very consistent and always having a lot of success, and putting fear into a lot of opposing quarterbacks and running backs.
After the overtime victory, this team punches the ticket to the third straight Cullen Cup championship. Let's look ahead briefly to the West Shore Rebels. You have to go there. It's a tough place to play.
Yeah, it's I think we have the best setup here, and they're starting to grow their fan base, and their stadium experience is improving. I think it's a lot of emotion going on during rivalry games, and I think this is sort of a new rivalry that's building up. And just this season we have a couple of really tight contests, so that all puts a lot on the line, and a lot of players feel like it's their game to win. So that's what you want, and can make it very competitive.
It's going to be very physical, I would imagine, too.
Yeah, we've got a lot of guys who play that physical game, who play to really make a difference and impact when they hit someone. So, I think right from the opening kick, it's going to be physical.
It's another bye week. Would you rather just play the game right away, or do you enjoy the bye because it gives you extra time to prep?
The rest is good, but I'd rather play right away.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, momentum's a big part of it, and when you have momentum, you want to use it. And I think for both teams, momentum dies off a little bit if you take a week break. So, now you've got to keep the guys focused for an extra long period of time rather than just kind of roll into the next thing. So, but it is what it is, and we're going to take the full advantage of the time to rest and recover and get back in the gym and spend the time we need to evaluating ourselves and preparing for West Shore.
Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Ryan.
Head coach Ben Macauley. It's the Sun and the Rebels, the 2016 Cullen Cup. It's on the 29th of October.